been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, kicks passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans, I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs. I see the vision crystal clear. Opportunity is here. What I build is what I own. I plant the seed, I fully grow. No more doubt, I know my worth. I'm creating value on this earth. Step by step, I claim my space. Growth is now my daily base. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Oh, through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we will break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A dignified life, I'm coming through. Oh, oh, oh. This is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall. Through the gateway, I claim my place. A future built by skill and opportunity.
Hi everyone. Hello. Good morning. I would have said good afternoon, but we're all joining from Nigeria. So, good morning, everyone. I hope you had a good night. It's such a pleasure to be on this call with you again. Um, I hope you're happy to see me because I'm happy, always happy and delighted to see you guys. I can see someone saying that I am ready. Yes, I am also ready. We are all ready. We're up and active. It's such a pleasure. Let's go. I love the energy that you guys are already bringing in the chat. Vamos. Oh, I love this community so much. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, we're also ready as well. So today we're going to be answering a lot of questions that you have around the voucher. Okay. So we'll be answering a lot of questions you have around the vouchers, your eligibility, how to request for it, how to redeem it, and even how to request for your stipend as well. So we have on the back end of this conversation our very amazing access to learning and work tools team, and they will be guiding us through, in details, request for this and how to go about your um redeeming your vouchers and also visiting the hub because guys, we've already set this thing up for you and the goal is for you to begin to learn in a conducive environment, which is the goal for us, right? And so it would be great for us to just see how we're feeling in the chat. I know I would usually say this is what we're drinking, etc, etc. I am drinking water today still, as always. It'd be great for us to see in the chat what our energy is feeling like this morning. Are you excited about this session? You can give me on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're feeling about the session. Are you even excited that the voucher has even gone live? Let's see. You know, I think that 10 will be very excited. I think one will be you are least excited. You don't care, right? But I'm sure that we all care, right? So let us know in the chat how you're feeling about the voucher even being live at the moment. Give me. I want to see the comments. I want to see tens. I want to see at least nines. I want to see eight. So let's keep that going um, in the chat. Let's just gauge how we're feeling about this future going live. Because we want to spend a good amount of time answering your question. I know that in one of the AMAs that we had the last time, one of the feedback that we received was that, oh, we need to give a bit more time for question and answer, which is why we are here. So we're going to give a bit more, time for question and answer. So again, I'm seeing a lot of good morning. Thank you. I want to see us how we're feeling about the voucher feature being live. So tell us on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about this feature going live? 10, of course, being the highest. So let's see that in the comments. While that is going on, of course, we have to know why we are here and who Co-Creation Hub is and what the Gateway program is about in itself. So when you hear about Co-Creation Hub, this is what you should answer if anyone asks you. Co- Co-Creation Hub is a leading Pan-African creative and innovation ecosystem enabler. Our mission is to accelerate the application of social capital and technology for economic prosperity across Africa. At CC Hub, we do this by driving impact across three key focus areas: education, health, and the creative industries. In these areas, we enable the ecosystems that make innovation possible, leveraging tools and levers including workforce development, investment, academic research based innovation, civic resilience, community, and ecosystem building. Support for startups, AI, emerging tech, and green innovation support. And we also strengthen hub innovation. We expand Africa's capacity to solve its most pressing challenges and build prosperity from the ground up. Today, our footprint span over 40 African countries where we actively support startups driving change. Now, what's the Gateway program about? The Gateway program is a 5-year program designed to equip 400,000 young Nigerians, especially women, persons with disabilities, and displaced youth, with the skills, tools, and opportunities to access dignified gig work. Dignified gig work, guys. A critical component of this program is the mentorship and community learning phase, which is why you're here, right? That connects participants to peer learning groups, and access to digital learning tools through 20 selected hubs, and again, two of those hubs per state. So these states include Abuja FCT, Enugu, Delta, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Rivers State. Whew, I know that sounded like a lot, right? But nonetheless, the core of it is that today, right, the reason why we are here is to learn about, why we have hubs in these 10 states that the program is being implemented and how these hubs tie into your learning, overall learning progress, as well as your overall learning success. So before we go into that conversation, I would need to do a quick icebreaker. I want our energies to be up, guys. I want us to lock in for this session because a lot of the questions that we've been getting on support will be answered here, and I want us to pay attention. So lock in, guys. Lock in. Okay. So now you have just redeemed your voucher at the hub, right? You've been eligible, you requested your voucher has been assigned to you, you've now redeemed it. You've walked into, say, your hub in Lagos, right? Let me use one specific address, the Senator Abiru Innovation Lab in Ikorodu, which is one of our partner hubs in Lagos. You've walked into the hub. What's the very first thing that you're doing? I have been to the hub and it's a very beautiful space, right? For me, I would of course take pictures because I love the setup it's giving, like the aesthetic of the hub is giving. And you can see how we intentionally selected hubs that are conducive for your learning. So we're thinking about you through and through from start to finish in the program. So when you get to the hub, guys, I want to see the comment. When you get to your hub, right? Your voucher has been redeemed. You are walking into your hub in any of your states. What's the first thing that you're doing? Are you grabbing water first? Are you taking pictures? Are you posting about it on your social media to say that, hey, this is my first day at the hub through the gateway program, etc. etc. Are you doing a spend the day with me video content? Tell us what the first thing you're doing when you step into the hub will be. And we'll just look at those chats while we get ready to watch a video. Right, this video is well curated by our Access to Learning and Work Tools team to show you how to, even request for a voucher. So that video will come up when we see the faces of our Access to Learn and Work Tools managers on the screen. Just prepare your mind, guys. We're going to show you that video. So tell me in the comments. I can't really see the comments coming up. Are we having a lag? I can't tell. Do, 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 do. Okay. So we'll just wait for that. Okay, somebody is saying that Destiny actually said the first thing she would do when she gets to the hub is post on social media. Ensure, guys, that when you're posting on socials, you are tagging us, right? And you curate your post in such a way that it reflects that you are a participant in the Gateway program as well. Um, so while those comments are coming up, we will just take 1 minute break, guys. Let's take 1 minute break. We'll watch a video in the interim. You'll see me very.
Across Nigeria, young people are discovering something powerful.
They feel it's just side gig, like side hustle. But gig for someone like me is real life work.
Their skills can travel the world. And through the Gateway program, women, persons with disabilities, and displaced youths are gaining access to new opportunities in the global digital economy.
People are getting access to jobs that they may not otherwise get had they been looking only at the local economy.
Participants can specialize in tracks like graphic design, digital marketing, UI UX design, and video production and editing. The Growth Pathway enables skilled creatives to strengthen their portfolios and access global gig work. The Foundations Pathway supports beginners, build core technical skills, and secure their first gig. Visit gateway.cchub.africa. It's free. Across Nigeria, young people are discovering something powerful.
They feel it's just side gig, like side hustle. But gig for someone like me is real life work.
Their skills can travel the world. And through the Gateway program, women, persons with disabilities, and displaced youths are gaining access to new opportunities in the global digital economy.
People are getting access to jobs that they may not otherwise get had they been looking only at the local economy.
Participants can specialize in tracks like graphic design, digital marketing, UI UX design, and video production and editing. The Growth Pathway enables skilled creatives to strengthen their portfolios and access global gig work. The Foundations Pathway supports beginners, build core technical skills, and secure.
Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway.
Hi everyone, we're back. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. And I know I promised to, we're going to show a video to you that shows how you can, you know, sorry, just give me a minute. I knew I was going to show you a video that would show you how to request your voucher on your dashboard. But in the meantime, guys, I can see that our numbers, this conversation is very important because this vouchers redemption is a key component of your process or your learning journey as a gateway participant, right? And we've gotten a lot of questions around it. And I'm shocked why I'm seeing only 278 of us online, right? Where are our friends, guys? Where's everybody? So if you know that your friend has applied for this program, right, and they are supposed to be here learning about this voucher redemption process, or even how to request it, or how to access your stipend, all these questions that you've been asking, everybody has been anticipating this thing now. So where are you guys? Show up for me now. You always show up for us. So take this link and share it to your friends. Let them join this conversation, right? I want us to hit at least 1,000 people on this stream here. Yes, I want us to hit 1,000 people on this stream. So share this link with your friends, and we will spend all day here. Don't worry, we will not go out today. Everything that you want to know about voucher, you will learn it today. So that all the questions that you're asking us, we will answer it in real time. So guys, do not forget, share the link with your friends and ensure that they are here. Every single person that has asked about vouchers in the past, let them join us here. So I'm just going to read one comment, and we would go back to watching that video that will show you in real time. That's a demo video on how to request for your voucher on the dashboard. But I've seen Miracle Chidi. Oh, hi, Miracle. I remember you, Miracle. You're my bestie on support. You're always sending requests and asking questions. It's nice to see you here. So Miracle said that they will spend the day. Okay, they will do a spend the day with me video to showcase the prestigious organization that chose to transform his tech life. I love the sound of that. That sounds really cool. Thank you so much, Miracle, that you're thinking of us in such prestigious way. So now we're going to watch a demo video in real time on how to be able to request for your voucher on your
Your
dashboard.
Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway. Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway. Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code.
Am I back? Okay. I hope you enjoyed watching that video, guys. And don't worry, if you also need to see that video, we'll put a link in the chat to where you can watch it. And you can also check the email that you received from our Access to Learning and Work Tools team if you were eligible. That email would also carry this video as well so that you can watch a step-by-step guide on how to request for your voucher. So now I'm going to just take us into the next part of this conversation, which is what we are here for. And we have in the studio with us our two amazing and brilliant Access to Learning and Work Tool manager. Can we see their faces on the screen now? Amina. Okay, guys. And now we have Mr. Ifeoluwa Martins as well. And they will be walking us through, be sharing integral details down to, the most, like the nitty gritties of what you need to know about your voucher, eligibility, how to request, how to redeem, and the next steps for you in terms of even requesting for your stipend. So, Amina and Ife, how are we feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. I'm super excited to be here today. I hope you're all excited to have us also. Let's go.
Mr. Martins, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling very good as well. You actually forced me to be here, so I'm happy to do this once and for all.
Okay, take us away, guys. You can take me off the screen so that we allow.
Okay. Uh, thank you for the brief introduction, Sarah. So, permit me to share a presentation, something that shows the necessary steps for how to redeem a voucher. So now, we want to believe that quite a number of people watch that video, and that video is basically saying the same thing that is in this presentation all over again. So, but to break it step by step, the first thing that you need to do to know, even if you are going to be qualified for a voucher, is you need to log into your account. And if you are already in the participating states, it's also possible that you received an email from us because we sent an email out to all eligible participants stating that this is live now. They can request for vouchers, and we also put the steps in the email. But we know that we Nigerians, most of the time, we don't like to read email, so that is why we are doing this. So, in case you missed that email, this is for you. First things first, you need to log in into your gateway account. Once you log into that your account, there are two places where you can start the process to get your vouchers. On the top, there's a track your support button, and on the left side, there is a voucher or stipend button. So once you click on that, then the next thing that pops up on your screen is for you to select a hub. This step is very, very, very important. You need to select a hub that is close to your location. If you're in Lagos, don't select a hub that is in Abuja or select a hub that is in Enugu because you'll be doing yourself a very huge disservice. So for each state, we have two hubs, and for some states, as it stands, we only have one hub currently. In the emails we shared, for those ones that we have just one hub at this point in time, we've shared that information, and very soon we'll work on completing the number of hubs in all the gateway states. Now, after you select your hub, then you request for the voucher. Once you do that, if you're eligible, you get the pop-up that says your voucher has been approved. Then on your dashboard there, you will be able to see clearly that, oh, this is the voucher you have, this is the code, and you also get another email. The email will send to you automatically again the voucher code in case you have troubles when you're trying to copy it out at the hub. So we also send you an email with the voucher code. The vouchers are set to expire at the end of the month. So, and the reason why I put an expiry date is because there are certain things that you need to do ahead of time. So giving you a voucher without a limit of when you are meant to use it will just be a form of waste, and we don't want to do that. That's why the vouchers have expiry dates. So you need to use that particular voucher you've redeemed before the expiry date. Now, you have your voucher on your LMS, you have your voucher in your email address. So you won't use the voucher at home. You won't use it in your own space. You need to go to the hub and use the voucher. And typically, what the voucher is meant to do is give you access to the hub to use their internet, to use their desktops or their laptops, and for you to learn on the LMS on the gateway platform. So we are not giving you the vouchers for you to go and do something else. The vouchers are meant to support you on that your learning journey. So for those that don't have access to stable internet, you don't have that access to laptops that you can use at home, and you already maybe you have very poor um, supply of electricity. That is what the voucher is meant to support you with. So you go to those hubs that you've picked, that you've selected, then your voucher gives you that access to the space. So now, once you're there, the hubs will also give you their own code of conduct. So there are certain things you need to do, certain things that you need to avoid. Something that guides you on how you're meant to conduct yourself when you are learning for this program. And once you've done that, you already gain access for that particular point in time. Now, the next thing is there are two pathways. There are two pathways for the Gateway program. As you know, there's the growth pathway and there is the foundations pathway. Now, for people in the growth pathway, you have a total capacity of 15 vouchers. That doesn't mean that you cannot finish your courses with using less number of vouchers. You can. If you're able to finish your courses with a lesser number of vouchers, that is fine. But the maximum that is allocated to anybody on the growth pathway is 15. And the proposed time we also give you to use those vouchers is a maximum of 3 months. That is the best case scenario. That is putting all things into consideration. You are not rushing, you're taking things step by step, and the hubs are at full capacity. We propose that give or take, you're meant to finish those 15 vouchers in the maximum of 3 months. And your training, everything you need to do must be completed in 3 months. We know that apart from the learning that you'll be learning on the platform, you also have assignments to do. You also need to understand what you're learning. You also need to go home to digest. So we typically would not push you to finish ahead of time because again, we don't just want you to breeze through, click next, and not learn anything. We also want you to digest and to be able to become good ambassadors of the program when you're done. That is why we are proposing that okay, for a maximum of 3 months, you should be able to finish this thing without over rushing yourself or over accepting yourself. Now, each voucher that we give to you is per visit. So, in the event that you have a voucher today, you request for a voucher, you get a voucher today, that voucher gives you access to the hub for that particular day. If you're going the next day, or you're going the next week, or you're going the next 2 weeks, you have to request for another voucher entirely. And that voucher would also be used for that particular visit. So the vouchers is one per visit. Like I said earlier again, not to confuse you, we would suggest that the recommended approach is for you to use a voucher per week so that what you've learned today, you are able to go home, read, digest, brainstorm, and think of how you are learning. Then you can go again the following week and use another voucher. But for fast learners that are able to absorb a lot of content, are able to learn very quickly, yes, you can finish in as quickly as 15 days. And that means for each single day that you go to the hub, you'll be requesting for a voucher. But that will mean that other conditions so that the hub has enough space for you. You yourself, that is a participant, you're making enough progress on your course. So if you're stuck in chapter one, you will not get all the 15 vouchers at once. If you're stuck in introductory phase, you will not get the 15 vouchers at once. The vouchers are tied to your progress on your pathway. So it correlates. If you get to 20-30% of your course, you get the allocated voucher for you. But if you're not progressing, if you're still in less than 5% or 10%, you won't get all the vouchers. So as much as possible, put that into consideration when you are using these vouchers. So we also recommend again that you take a steady approach instead of rushing through it. Yeah, we are not going anywhere. We are here for you. We are here for you. So as much as possible, take a steady approach, one visit per week, so that you can immerse yourself fully in what we are providing to you. And then, besides that, the hubs also needs to have enough space for you. So if you've come on day and the other participants have not even benefited from the gateway program, it is only fair that other people are allowed to use the hub. You might need to take a back seat before you use your voucher, in a shorter period of time. And that's depending on a lot of factors. So for each hub that we have a hub manager and we also have a learning community coordinator that can also, you know, guide you and give you information on what is available. They can tell you, yes, we have enough spaces for today. You can use the space. And if not, they can give you a proposed time for you to check back in and use your voucher. And if there are any other issues through the LCCs and the hub managers, you can always respond to you as well. For the foundation pathway, yes, I know it's a very big number. You are seeing foundation, you are seeing 75 vouchers. Now, foundation pathway, they have a longer period to complete their courses. That is why they need a very high number of vouchers. The recommended period is 6 months because you're starting from scratch, starting from the basics. And just like it goes back to it, at most, no matter how fast you are, okay, you are very good, you are extra, you can read and assimilate as quickly as possible. You can finish it as much as 75 days. But there's a disadvantage to it. You might not learn what you're supposed to learn. You might not understand it. You might just be trying to blaze through and not fully immerse yourself in the gateway experience in what we are trying to teach you. So the recommended period we have for you is 6 months. In that 6 months, depending on your progress on the courses, it's allocated to your progress. So for each progress you make, you're able to request a voucher. But if there's no progress, if it doesn't tally, you would not get the voucher. So it doesn't mean that the moment you start, you get all your 75 vouchers at once. No, it's not going to happen. So just like the growth pathway, each voucher is per visit. Is per visit. So you can decide to shorten the period if you are that good, if you have enough time, if the hubs have enough space for you. Because as much as possible, the hubs have their own capacity as well. So they would, as much as possible, try to accommodate everybody, be inclusive of everybody, so that a lot of people can benefit from the program directly and not leave anybody else. So the recommended period is 6 months. You can finish in 4 months, you can finish in 5 months. Very good. But please, I will not recommend that you finish in less than 75 days. I will not recommend it. But if you're very smart and you have what it takes, yes, 75 days should be enough for you to finish the entire foundation pathway. So remember, the vouchers are just meant to support you. For those that don't have access to stable internet, don't have devices, don't have electricity at home, and that is what the voucher is meant to do for you. You can use these hubs so that you can learn on the gateway platform. Anything beyond that, our hands are not there. That is what we are giving you the vouchers for. If there are any questions at this point in time about how those vouchers will help you or anything you want to learn, let us know. And now there's this part that is the stipend aspect of this. So the stipend is meant to augment your learning, augment, or you need something small to help you get to the hub. Transportation, because we know that we don't have hubs in all local governments of the gateway program states. So we know that it's going to be a stretch to say, oh, we're expecting people to get there miraculously themselves. So that is why we are designing something called the stipend to help you get to those spaces. So it might not necessarily cover all the expenses, but it's something to nudge you to go there so that you can have that full support from us. So beyond just providing you with access to the space, we're supporting you with your transportation costs to get there. And that way, this burden is reduced for you, the participants. It is not automatic. You have to make a request for it, just like you make a request for the vouchers. Once you redeem a voucher, the apply for stipend button becomes active and you can apply, you fill in your details and you process your payment, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So please, if you don't need it, it's not necessary to apply. We don't force you to, we're not forcing you to apply for it. So if you don't need it, if you're close to the hubs, there's no need for you to depend. So I'll let my colleague add a few bits. Amina, over to you.
I'm sorry, Amina. Before you go, thank you so much, Mr. Martins, right? We have a ton of questions already from what you said. And I think that before Amina comes, maybe Amina, you can respond. I think you can touch on this. How many hours are you, do you advise participants to use when they go into the hall? Because I think that that's a very important thing to emphasize on, so that when you are requesting and redeeming a voucher, you're not just going into the hall for an hour or 30 minutes. So I think Amina can touch on that and then maybe add a few things before we go into the Q&A. I know you guys are already waiting for us. Just chill, we're coming. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah, and also thank you, Ife, for that wonderful presentation. I just wanted to add something. I'll answer Sarah's questions first. Sorry, just give me a minute. Okay, so Sarah's question was about how many hours should you spend. Ideally, the voucher is supposed to be for the whole day. So if you have your voucher, you can go in the morning and leave when you're done. It's not advisable for you to request for the voucher and just breeze in and breeze out within 1 hour. That's like a waste of resources. So it's important that we dedicate enough time to spend at the hub when we request for a voucher. Additionally, I wanted to add that if you don't need the voucher, don't request for it. Only request for it when you are in need of it, because it's almost immediately. When you request, you get it almost immediately. We've had several queries about people saying, "Oh, I requested for my voucher at the beginning of the month. The voucher has expired." If you're not ready to use it, I understand that we also have other things going on in our lives that require our time and attention. So only request for the voucher when you need it, because like you first said, there is an allocated amount of voucher that each participant can have access to. So the more you waste voucher, the more you are reducing your chances of getting more vouchers. And also, you can't use our voucher in other hubs. I saw an email yesterday about someone saying that, oh, she went to CC Hub to redeem a voucher and she couldn't do that. Understanding that, yes, CC Hub is the one doing this program, but CC Hub Workspace is not a partner hub. We only have two partner hubs in Lagos. And in the body of the mails we've sent to each state, we've stated the hubs that are our partner hubs. So for you to redeem any of the vouchers, you need to go to those designated hubs. If you go to any other hub, you are not going to have access. I've seen a message on this chat asking about Agege and the likes. We do not have hubs there. If you go back to your email, you will see it in the body of mail, the partner hubs that we have. I think that's basically what I wanted to add. And also for stipend, when you redeem your voucher, you then have access, or you have the chance to, request for your stipend. Like you first said, your stipend button will come on and you will be able to request for a stipend. Thank you. I think that's what I wanted to add.
Thank you so much, Amina. And I think that some of the points that you raised are very, very important. So we're just going to go into the Q&A session. We'll have Mr. Martins back on the screen as well. I will read out questions and then we can just, um, have Amina and then if I take one after the other. I'm also looking at some of the questions in chat myself. Gregory Ofe Giro says, please, are we going to the location for the training or is it online? I think that I will just respond to this. This particular question, you're asking about the mode of delivery for the program. And the program has two formats, like we said. There's the self-paced one that you can take online, right? And there's an option for you to visit physical hubs once you are eligible, which is why we're here for the voucher, and you've redeemed it, and then you can go into a physical center. But even your eligibility is based on the data that you provided us when you were registering. So we're not automatically assigning or giving vouchers to everyone. There's no preferential selection in terms of who is eligible or not. We're working with the data that each of you provided us when you were registering. So this particular question is in two ways. If you want to continue your learning online, which of course the LMS is more than sufficient to help you with, that's fine. But if you qualify and are eligible for a voucher, then you can go to your dashboard and request for that, and then go to one of the hubs nearest to your location to redeem your voucher. Please, can we take the next question? Good morning. Please, I am yet to access my voucher. I'm not sure what this person means, but Amina, do you want to respond?
Okay, I would need this person to provide more context to this question. I'm yet to access my voucher. What do you mean by that? Is it that you tried to request, you couldn't get it, or you've requested, you've gotten it, but you can't go to a hub? You need to provide more context to this question. We can just go ahead and take the next one.
Okay, I'm reading out the next question for Ifelua. My voucher is active and now trying to get verified. I'm not sure.
Okay, so for this voucher to be active, that means you already redeemed the voucher and it's already showing on your dashboard. And by trying to get verified, does that mean you are already at the partner hub and waiting to use the voucher code? So I don't think this is a question per se. This is like a status update. So well done to you. And once you get to a hub, give us a shout out and let us know your experience.
Okay, thank you so much. Um, for the next question from Phoebe, she says, my voucher is not active and my state voucher hub is not available in the portal. I think, if I do you want to respond to this?
Okay, yes. Hi, Phoebe. So the only state that is not available on the portal now is Edo State, and that is because we are yet to finalize, a hub in the state. So apart from Edo State, all other states we have hubs in all other gateway program states, and even if you're in Edo State, as at this point in time, you will not be able to get a voucher. So, but wait to hear from us within the next 2 weeks. We should get that sorted and also onboard a hub for Edo State.
Okay, thank you so much for that response. We have a number of questions that we're going to go through. So, guys, just be patient. Okay, I can see the comments were coming. Unique Allison says, I have been told I can't access classes because I didn't pass the literacy test, but I wrote 3 times and I scored 70. Okay. Do you want to send an email to support@gateway.cco+Africa, Alison, and you can attach screenshots of these as well so that we can best advise you on how to proceed. Thank you. Um, Favor says my voucher is still inactive. Please, what should I do to make it active? Amina, do you want to respond?
Okay, yes. Hi, Favor. For your voucher to show that it's still inactive, it just simply means that you haven't requested for a voucher yet. So the way it is on your portal, it's always going to show inactive until you make a move by requesting for a voucher. So the moment you request for a voucher and you get it, your voucher changes to active. It means that you have a live voucher that you can redeem. So all you need to do if your voucher icon is showing inactive is to just go ahead and request for a voucher. And if you're eligible, you then get the voucher and you can go to a hub and redeem it.
Thank you so much. I just want to also put out here that for every single, because I know that we may not be able to take all of your questions on this call, and I think that's very important that I point out that we have a dedicated email for work tools and questions around vouchers, stipends, etc., etc. So please follow me as I say this now. Ensure that you reach out to Work Tools at, please guys, I'm going to take it slowly. Work Tools, work and tools together. Work Tools at gateway.cchub.africa. Every single support request that you have around your voucher, eligibility, redemption, etc., should be sent to Work Tools again. Work and tools together. It's already scrolling on the screen too, so you can see it, but I will say it out loud again. You can pen it down somewhere, put it in your notepad, write it in your journal. Work tools, work and tool with an S at gateway.cchub.africa. So, guys, don't forget, in case you need any support around vouchers, that's the handle to reach out to. So, we have a question from Khadija. Khadija that says, who are those eligible? Okay, if I do want to respond.
Yes, thank you for that question, Khadija. So basically, those that are eligible are those that need it the most. So when you were signing up for the program, there are a set of questions that we asked you. So based on those questions and how you answered, our internal assessment algorithm, just sort out those that need it the most. So we to just find out finally if you're eligible or not is either you receive an email from us to say you're eligible, your voucher is live, or you're able to just check by yourself through your individual account to request for a voucher. So if you're eligible, it will show you. If you're not, it will also tell you you're not eligible at that point in time.
Thank you so much, Ife. There's a question from Rume that says, I don't think people understand the point of the voucher. Please, could you tell us the benefits?
Okay, so basically, the voucher is meant to give you access to a hub for you to use the space to learn. If you don't have a laptop at home, you don't have a desktop computer, you don't have internet, you don't have internet, or your internet is bad at home, and electricity is also giving you issues. That is what those hubs are meant to do. So what the voucher now does in that instance is it gives you access to that hub. So you don't have to pay to use the hub. We are the ones paying on your behalf to use that hub. So once you get to use that hub, they have their own internet, steady internet. They have devices that you can use, either desktop computers or laptop computers that you can use. You can now use those devices and that environment to get on board the gateway program and learn. And beyond, just even using the vouchers to learn, sooner or later we'll begin to do community events. So it's one thing for you to learn in a silo, learn by yourself at home. You're just in your own little space, learning this on your own, compared to a community whereby you come to a very good space whereby you have other people learning with you as well. So beyond that, those are the benefits of using the vouchers.
Thank you so much, Ife. And I think just to reiterate what Ife said around the benefits, right, is just to ensure that your learning journey is seamless. And that's the point why this benefits was, designed into the program. So if you do not have stable electricity at home, if you have internet issues, and you don't have a laptop, right? And I think it's very important that we note that eligibility is what will determine if you are able to request for this, right? We're not just assigning it to everybody. The data you provided us when registering is what would determine your eligibility. I think I want to reiterate this again. For every single question that you have around vouchers, because I'm still seeing a lot of voucher questions in the support email. And we have all these channels so that we're able to reconcile, your request against the data and the work that we're also doing on our end. And this will better inform how to even improve this overall, voucher process for you in the future. So please, for every single question that you have around your voucher being inactive, how to access the hub, how to request for it, how to redeem it, etc., please share and send an email to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa. We'll also put that handle in the chat now so that you can copy it and paste somewhere. Please, can we have the next question? Are we to go to the hub before receiving vouchers? I mean, if you want to respond.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Hi, Khadija. Before I answer this question, I just want to reiterate that it is very important that we listen on this live session because it's not going to be nice for us to spend, an hour, 30 minutes going over the same thing over and over again. This hub question, I think I've answered it earlier, and I said it that for you to have access to a hub, you need to request for a voucher, right? And when you request for a voucher, it is almost immediately. Without a voucher, you cannot visit a hub. So when you go ahead on the portal to request for a voucher, you get an email telling you your voucher code. It's now the voucher code that you then now take to a hub to redeem and be able to have access to their work tools there. I think I've answered that question, Khadija. What days of the week can we access the hubs? Let me also take this. For the days of the week, for most hubs, it's usually Mondays to Fridays. However, some hubs open on Saturday, depending on the needs of the participants. So if you, I would advise you go to the hub during the week. Then when you get there, you can then now ask the specific hubs that you visited to know if they open on Saturdays. Because I understand that there are some people on some participants that also do other jobs, and it requires that they are there Mondays to Fridays. So quite a number of them, quite a number of the participants also they are free on Saturdays and you would like to access the hub on Saturday. But I would advise that you go to the hub during the week. Then you can go ahead and ask the hub manager or the LCC that you meet there to know if they are open on Saturday so that you can also, make use of your free time during the weekend.
Amina, I think I saw a comment in the chat that caught my attention. I think it's Mohammed Ali that said, "Oh, I've received my voucher. I can't wait to present myself in due time." In due time, you should, if you received, if you received your email now that has confirmed that you are eligible and you requested for your voucher, go into the hub and redeem your voucher now. If you wait, it will expire, and then you will come and send email to say that it has expired. What can you do? Don't go in due time. Go now, Mohammed. Go now. Thank you. Okay, I'm reading the next question from Osaru that says, why voucher, oh God, why voucher is saying inactive but received an email saying my voucher is ready? If
So, Osaru, you received that email saying your voucher is ready because you are eligible to get a voucher. So, for you to change your status from inactive to active, you need to request for a voucher. So, it's when you request for a voucher and you receive for a voucher code, then that status changes to active. But please, if you're not ready to use a voucher at the hub, don't request. Let it still be inactive. So whenever it is you're ready, make your request, then go and use the voucher at the hub of your choice.
okay, thank you so much, Ife. Um, I hope that answers your question, Osaru. Please can we have the next question, please? Okay, N Express says, and I think, guys, I think there's something that we will also do a session around is how to name your. We're gig workers, guys. We're not small. Oh. These names I'm saying, we're going to have a session around this, but that's not why we are here, okay? N Express 2909 says, please, if a voucher code expired, can we request another voucher? Amina.
Okay, I Express or N Express. I don't know. If your voucher code expires, that means it's probably that you've used it or you did not use it and it has expired. You can then go ahead to request for another voucher. I would say it again. Please do not request for a voucher if you are not because there's an allocated number of vouchers per participant. So if you keep requesting for voucher and you keep wasting it, if you're in growth pathway, for example, you have just 15 vouchers. If you are in foundation, because of the longer learning period, you have more vouchers. However, more does not mean you should waste it. So please and please make sure that you only request for a voucher when you are ready to use it. So if your voucher has expired, you can go ahead and request for another voucher and you will get it.
Okay, thank you so much. And again, guys, I'm seeing the same questions over and over and over in the chat that have already been responded to. Well, whilst we love hanging out with you guys and would love to spend the entire day on this stream with you because that's how important you are to us, but I think it's helpful that we also listen to the responses that are being given and take note of that so that if it answers your question, you don't have to ask it again. Thank you so much. Everyday Queen official. Guys, again about our handles. We will have a conversation about this separately. Can you still access the courses without the voucher? If
Yes, you can access the courses without the voucher. So the voucher is just meant to support you to access the courses. So but if you're able to learn on your mobile or you're able to learn with your laptop or use somebody else's laptop to learn or something, that is we are not going to say by fire by force you must use the voucher to learn. So please feel free as much as possible you can access the courses without using a voucher.
thank you so much. On my list says only one voucher is allotted to me. I think we've already responded to this, guys. Please again, should in case, please pay attention, guys. I know that a lot is going on, but please just pay attention. It's very helpful if you take note of responses that have been given before so that we don't respond to it again and we can take time to answer other questions that will be helpful to everyone. So it's not just one voucher that is allocated to you, right? If you it's just one voucher per your hub visit. So if you use one voucher to visit your hub in Kano one day, that one you will have to request for another one if you want to go into your hub in Kano another day. So per every visit that you go, you have a new voucher to be able to, redeem at the hub. And there are timelines to it. Okay, Edo State hub location, please. I mean, I do you want to take it?
Yes, we currently don't have a hub in Edo State. However, we are working on, you know, concluding a partnership with a hub in Edo. So as soon as we do that, a communication will be sent out to all the participants in Edo State on the available hub for them.
Okay, thank you so much. Please can we get the next question? Okay, Curious Mind says, please, my voucher has been given to me and I am supposed to go redeem it. My course is still inactive, so should I still go? If I,
Okay, hi, curious mom. If your course is not active, you can't go because then when you go to the hub, what are you going to do there? So for people with peculiar issues like this, I don't advise that you request for a voucher, like I mentioned earlier, because of the quota that is given per participant. So make sure that you have an active course first before you request for a voucher, because if you get the voucher, there is no way for you to make good use of it. It's just going to waste. However, for this, I think you should send an email to training@gateway.cchub.africa regarding your course related issues, so they can help you, solve the problem, whatever problem you might have regarding your learning. So just send an email. And if you check below the screen, you can see like it's a slideshow, I'll call it, but a message going talking about different email addresses that you can send queries to. So yeah, that should suffice for that.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Amina. And again, just to reiterate of what Amina just said, if your course has not gone live yet, there's no point. I know that we're very happy about the voucher being live. We're also happy that you are happy, right? But it only makes sense that when your course is live, that's the only time you request for it so that you don't waste your voucher. Remember, you have vouchers that are allocated to you per your pathway, right? And I hope that we come back to watch this session on YouTube to be able to answer most of the questions that we have. This session is going to be on our YouTube channel for you to be able to come back to later so that in case you missed any of the responses or updates that we're giving earlier, you can just come back to it. Gregory of Pharaoh Judith says, what if you have a stable network? Will you still need to go to the hub? Ife?
No, no, Mr. Gregory, no. If you have a stable network and you're able to learn, you have a device you're using to learn, then there's no need for you to go to the hub. So going to the hub or not does not hinder your progress on the gateway program. So if you have a stable network and you're able to learn at your convenience, please go ahead and do so.
Okay, so I think Amina even responded to this earlier, but Ayuba is asking about voucher that expired and she wasn't able to go to the hub because she found out that she was supposed to go there 2 days to the expiry date and it rained non-stop for those 2 days. Please, what should she do next?
Okay, lovers. Since you were not able to use the voucher, it means that the voucher has expired. So you can just, go ahead and request for another voucher. If you're in Lagos, vouchers are live, because I know that some people had difficulty requesting for vouchers yesterday, but I can ascertain that vouchers are live in Lagos now again. So you can go ahead and request for another voucher.
Thank you so much, Amina. So we have a question from Ochuko Blessing. My voucher request button is not responding, but I was sent an email that my voucher is live, including the address of the hub. I am in Delta State, please. Okay.
Okay, Ochoko, please send us an email at worktools at gateway.cchub.africa. So it's possible there's something you're not doing, because if we've sent an email already to get a voucher, and even if you're not eligible to get a voucher, it will still allow you to make the request and give you a response. So if you are not able to click or the button is not responding, then something else might be the issue. So we'll be waiting to hear from you. Send us an email at worktools at gateway.cchub.africa. We're waiting to hear from you.
Okay, guys, I think I'll just reiterate this again. Thank you, Ife, for your response. Please, guys, for all your voucher related questions or queries or complaints or feedback, please reach out to Walk to. And I've said it already like 2 or 3 times, and I'm still seeing people sending voucher related questions to support. Guys, help us now, please. Thank you, so that we can collate data for all of our work separately. Please send all your. We're happy to respond to you. We're not tired of you guys. We're here for you, right? But please just forward it to the right channel. So everything that concerns your voucher eligibility request redemption etc, send it to work tools, work and tools, the tools as an s, at gateway.cchub.africa, and we're more than happy to respond. Thank you so much. So, Hugo's Bible is asking, this missing out on the voucher, meaning missing out on the stipend? I don't think. Amina or Ife.
Okay. So the use of the word missing out on the voucher here and missing out on the stipend is somewhat I don't know how to qualify it. So, but please and please don't think of it as you missing out. So, what the voucher and the stipend is meant to do is to support you. It's not automatic. It's not as if we have an unlimited purse. So, please and please, if you don't want to use the voucher, if the voucher doesn't affect you in any way, don't because of that now redeem voucher and now you start to get access to the stipend. It's You're not missing out. What you're doing is you're hindering another person that really needs it, if that's the best way to put it. So please, if you don't use a voucher, obviously you can't get a stipend because the stipend is meant to help you get from your location to the hub. That's what it is meant for. So if you are now giving a voucher, using a voucher, and getting a stipend for not doing either of it, then that is not for that's not what this program is for. So please and please, you are not missing out. Oh, you are just being a good citizen. Thank you very much. Just
Thank you, Ife, for that. I saw a question that said, or somebody comment, I think it was Divine Rules, if I got the handle correctly, and it said, I reported at the hub and they said they have no idea about the program. Are you sure you went to the right hub? Is a question that we should confirm, please. Please, guys, don't put yourself at risk by going to wrong locations. Because in the email that was shared, in your states, we have two hubs per state for most of the states, right? And if you want to be sure about where to go, you can reach out to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa to ask for the specific address to the hubs in the states that you are. Please don't put yourself at risk, guys, by going to wrong location. Please, it's very important that you clarify and receive the right email addresses, or sorry, the right addresses to the hubs in your state before you set out. Please, guys, thank you very much. Tales by Gold says, my stipend is saying zero. Amina, do you want to answer?
Um, Hi, Gold. I don't understand what you mean by your stipend is showing zero because if you are eligible for voucher, it means that you're eligible for stipend. So I would need more clarification on what you're saying. So you can send an email to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa and give us details of, give us complete information on what you mean by showing zero. It could be showing zero because you've not requested for the stipend. It could be showing zero for so many reasons. But I need a bit of context. Or if do you want to answer that?
so initially your stipend will show zero because you've not made a request and we've not paid you anything. So the number that is going to be there will be zero. So it's not as if you will just see on your dashboard, you see a huge number um, that is your stipend. No, it doesn't work that way. So initially, your stipend, all the figures you have there is going to be zero. So until you make a request and disbursement to you, you'll be able to see some form of transaction history in that stipend section. So you show the amount we approved or sent to you. That is if you get a stipend. So for now, the zero that you have there is no cause for alarm. It's what is meant to be there.
Okay, thank you so much, Ife. I'm seeing someone that says, please, ma, I'm just coming. How do I get my voucher? Because the email stated that my voucher is ready, but still shows inactive. Please, how do I request my voucher, or how do I make it active? Your eligibility if email must have come from our team that says congratulations, you are eligible for this and that. So if you did not receive that email that confirms your eligibility from our Access to Learning and Work Tools team, it will mean that you are not eligible, right? So please, first of all, check your emails, guys. check your spam, check your promotion, check your junk folder. Ensure that you are checking every nook and cranny of your Gmail to be sure that you did not miss this email from our Access to Learn and Work Tools. And there was one question I thought that was important because we've answered that, but I think it's important that we reiterate. If your course has not started, right? For individuals who are in the digital marketing, UI, UX track, and video production and editing, for most of you in digital marketing and UI UX, you know your course is being rolled out in batches, right? Some of you are already completing your course on Coursera, which is fine. Some who just registered after May 15th have probably not received, an invitation from Coursera. So you don't need to request for a voucher now if your course has not started. It's of don't waste your voucher, please, guys. This is very, very important because your learning journey per your pathway, some especially for the foundations, is as long as 6 months. You don't want to request voucher and it's just wasting because you are not using it. So ensure that your course has even gone live before you even request for your voucher and then go into the hub. Somebody is asking, can I change my location? I think I can just take this one. The current program design does not allow you to change your location, to edit to even change your pathway. I saw that question as well. So let me respond to everything in one go. You can't change your location, sadly. We're so sorry. Perfect. You also cannot change your track and you can't change your pathway. So we advise that even when you're registering, you keenly look at the pathway and look at the track and ensure that it aligns with your journey that you want to take into the gig economy. Ensure that it's something that aligns with your goals before you take it. So we've responded to that. Can we see the next question? We would spend the next 10 minutes responding to some questions, and then we will just reiterate the channels that you can reach out to for further questions that have not been answered yet. I'm just going to answer this one again. You cannot change your pathway or your track. Ascent Studios, you can't change. I can see it is recurring. You can't change it. Sorry. We just hope that you're able to continue. Unexpected pathways. When we take unexpected journeys in life, you might end up somewhere that you like. So please just continue where you are. We're rooting for you. Thank you so much. Ojo Timilehin says, please, does Ogun State Hub open on Saturdays? Ogun State Hub. Is there a particular hub that is Ogun State Hub?
No, there's no particular hub that
Please
is named.
clarify. Thank you so much.
So the current hub that we have in Ogun State is Tech Talent Academy, and that is in Ijebu-Ode. So I can't speak with full authority to say they open on Saturdays or not. But it's either you get there during the weekday to ask, or you can send us an email, then we'll ask the question and give you that feedback.
Thank you so much, Ife. Sarah Michael says, please, how many days does voucher takes to arrive so that we'll be able to know when to request for it, considering when one has the time to make use of it effectively? Ife.
So the voucher arrives immediately. So you don't need to wait. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait for a long time. The moment you request for your voucher, give it maximum of 5 or 10 seconds. If your internet is very good, you receive the voucher. You don't need to wait at all. You don't need to wait at all. So what we advise is on the day that you know that you want to go and use a hub, make your request that day. So there's no point in requesting for the voucher a day before or a week before you can decide to use it. So on the morning, or if you're going to use the voucher the next day, you can request for it in the evening, and in the morning you just go to the hub and use the voucher. Or if you're leaving your house in the morning, you can request for the voucher. You get it. By the time you get to the hub, you just you know present the voucher code and you're able to use it. So please and please, um, we are begging that you request for the voucher when you are ready to use it. So no point thinking use it in next 3 weeks. I request for the voucher now. No, please don't do that.
Thank you so much, Ife. I'm just going to answer to some questions that are coming up that I'm reading myself. I saw a question about Other courses have not been uploaded to my LMS. I'm on the growth pathway. I finished my orientation course. All the courses in the growth pathway have been uploaded. In fact, there are individuals who have completed their learning journey on the growth pathway. So if you know that you are having that issue, um, please just confirm that you've ticked all the sections in your orientation course, you've marked it as complete, all your assignments were submitted, you didn't fail any. Once that is done, right, you would now have to log into your dashboard because you're currently on your LMS, right? So log into your dashboard. You would see a prompt that says sync now. Click on sync now, log out, clear your browser's cache, and then log back in. All your courses will now be unlocked. You'll be able to see your general gig work, you'll be able to see your business management course, and you'll be able to see your financial management course. So that you don't say that your courses are not uploaded, that's why you're not able to redeem, or you're redeeming and you don't have courses on your element. Please guys, ensure that you reach out to support, right? In case you have any other questions around your LMS, technical requests, etc., around your courses, do reach out to training at gateway.ccup.africa. So for you now that you didn't see your course, you could have just reached out and then we would have taken it up from there. Please, guys, so that you're not losing out on your learning. But we'll focus on voucher because that's why we are here. Adeshola says, please, the location of hubs in Oyo. I heard one in Ogbomoso. I don't know if that's the only one. If please, do you want to reiterate? Okay, Amina, you can answer.
Okay, currently we have two hubs in Oyo State. We have Innovate Lab, that's somewhere around Born Nest Hotel. That's along Lautech Main Gate in Ogbomoso. And we have another one, that's Legit Hub, that's found in Bodija. So it's at, you can note this down, number 30 Adenuga Street, Kongi, New Bodija, Ibadan. And the other one, Innovate Lab, that's beside Born Nest Hotel along Lautech Main Gate, Ogbomoso. So those are the two hubs that we currently have in Oyo State. And I'm hoping that this person asked this question because he or she is not in Ogbomoso. So I think that answers your question. We have one in Bodija and the other one in Ogbomoso.
Thank you. I think that for Samiat, let's just read it, right? But I think if you already responded to this actually. Um, so does the voucher allow you only workspace access, or do you have access to laptop and internet, or would there be training? Would there be a training for us at the hub?
Okay. So for the voucher, for this voucher, it gives you workspace opportunity. So you don't have a laptop, or you have a laptop, you don't have internet, or you when you get to the hub, the way the hub is, the hub has those facilities already to render. They have a laptop, they have, in some cases they have desktop, they have 24 hours lights. I mean, pending the time you are there, you have uninterrupted data, or what do we call it, network. So that's basically what the hub does. You already have a course that you've enrolled for, you've started your training. All you need to do is, oh, I don't have internet at home, or oh, I don't have power supply, and I need to be able to take these courses. I then now have a voucher. You go into the hub, make use of their system, make use of their internet, make use of their power supply to, at the end of the day, achieve the same thing, which is to finish up your course. So basically, what this voucher enables you to do is for you to have access to those things because you do not have it in the comfort of your home. So you then walk into a hub space and make use of their hub. So our hubs don't provide any form of training. Whatever training you are supposed to get, it's already on your LMS, or in some cases your Coursera. So yeah, that's basically what the voucher, what the benefit of the voucher is.
I think just to take that up a notch a bit, for the training part, there are going to be community focused activities on the ground, right? Which is why we have LCCs in these hubs. So there will be learning activities that would also contribute to your overall training outcome. and program completion. So please, this is why we are also emphasizing for the on-the-ground visits and for you to redeem your vouchers because it's important that part of your training as well, peer-to-peer collaboration, etc., which is part of the program's core. I think we will take one final question, and now we'll begin to drive for, you know, ensuring that all the channels that we should reach out to are are reiterated on this scope. And I think that I want to emphasize, guys, I love this community so much, I must preface by saying, but we don't check our emails because these questions that we're asking about addresses was already sent in the email that was sent to you to confirm your eligibility. But you're not checking your emails, guys. And that's why we're answering these questions again and again. Please, please, we're going to the gig economy. If you're going to get updates from your client about a gig and you don't see it on time, it's not going to be good, guys. So let's be checking our emails as part of our routine every morning. As we're checking TikTok and X, let our email be among the top three, channels that we look out for. Check your spam, check your junk, and check your promotions. And all of these questions that we're asking about addresses are already sent in our inboxes. So let's read Abubakar's question, and then we would allow some time for the survey to start circulating while we just respond to maybe one or two and we'll close out at 12:30. Abubakar Sadiq says, my dashboard is not showing the voucher button. I will just answer that very quickly. There was a video that was played at the start, right? That video would also be shared. In fact, you can come back and replay this session. I saw someone saying I joined in late, etc., etc. Not to worry. We're not deleting this session. It's going to be on YouTube. You can come back and replay it and then take your time, see a lot of things that were shared, even how to. We had a demo video that shows you how to, walk through or request for your voucher on your dashboard. Before we take a few more questions, we have a survey, guys, and we've been on this call with you. Of course, we love to be here with you. Been here for an hour, 21 minutes. Tell us how you felt about the session, right? Was it helpful? Were your questions answered? Are you excited about going to the hub to redeem your voucher? Are you looking forward to requesting for your stipend? Are you also specifically able to confidently request for your voucher and go into your hub? So please look out for the survey link even in the chat, guys, and please begin to drop your feedback for us. I will be looking at the numbers. You know I like that you guys show up for us. So I would love to get your responses. So guys, let's start filling it while we still take a few more questions. Ife and Amina, it's been a pleasure, really. So we'll just keep you guys here just for a tiny bit. Thank you so much. Let's take one or two more questions while the survey is still ongoing. Can we have those pinned, please? And then we close out in 9 minutes. Okay. Um, these questions are training related. Let's answer voucher questions here, guys. This session has really cleared a whole lot. I love that. That's good feedback. Thank you, Ebenezer. Thank you so much. I'm just looking at the comments here. My location on the portal is Ogun State, but I recently relocated to Lagos. Can I use my voucher in Lagos, please? Amina.
Um, yes, Layo one. Please send us an email at WorkTools email. Then we'll take it up from there. Send us an email.
Okay, Lio, if I say, please send an email to worktools at gateway, worktools, work and tools together with an S at the back at gateway.cchub.africa, and we will provide you, a step-by-step guide on how to be able to proceed. Thank you. So please, guys, let's get this survey, filled. Let's keep it coming, guys. Have you seen the link? Have you seen the link, guys? Let us respond. I need to be able to tell that you guys had fun on this session. I want to know if we should create more of this session around, the voucher feature so that we can answer most of your questions in real time. But thank you so much for being on this conversation with us. There are still many questions coming up, but guys, we will have to go very soon. And if you have more questions around your voucher, please reach out to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa, guys. It's also scrolling on our screens here so that we can respond to you. Um, I love this. Now buy Sarah, Ife, and Amina a cup of tea. I love it. Please fill the survey so that Sarah can drink tea. I've been drinking water since I joined this live stream and I like tea, guys. So fill the survey and then buy me a cup of tea. Like when you just let me know how you felt about this session, automatically I'm drinking, tea. So if you respond like 1,000 people respond, that's a thousand cup of coffees for three of us. So if are you feeling excited about drinking coffee? A cup of tea. Yay, we're excited. So guys, fill the survey. Let us know about how you felt about this session. Thank you so much for spending time with us here. We're closing out now, and we would just love for you to check, but we would just love for you to listen to some of the directories again for which your communications should be channeled to. So, for everything that concerns voucher, stipend, redeeming it, access to hub, etc., please send an email to worktools at gateway. Worktools, work and tools with an S together at gateway.cchub.africa for every single question that you have around, your voucher and, your access to your hub, and response will be done at least within 24 to 72 hours. For every single um, support request that you have, please reach out to support at gateway.cchub.africa. And if you want to be added to our Telegram group, please reach out to community at gateway.cchub.africa with a screenshot of your dashboard showing your pathway and your track, and then the right link will be shared to you. Am I missing anyone? No, I don't think I'm missing anyone so far. Okay, yes, for every technical issue that you have around your course. Now, for Divine, who said that she has not been able to unlock her course for a long time, please reach out to training at gateway.cchub.africa. If you have any questions or any support issues around your courses and your LMS, please reach out to training at gateway.cchub.africa. Thank you so much, guys, for spending time with us. Do spend a bit of time buying myself, Ife, and Amina literal virtual tea by filling the survey link that is in the chat. And we will see you in other sessions this month. And if you have more questions, please watch this video again. I can see the demo video about how to request for your voucher on your dashboard. It's currently playing on the screen. Take a minute, watch it, and you can come back to YouTube to watch this replay session anytime you have questions around your voucher process and access to your hubs. It's been real, guys. Always a pleasure being here with you. I will see you sometime soon, not than later, same place. Not
Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway. Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher
I've been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, gigs passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made